Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on the 360 Suicide Kip. Prerequisites that you should probably have for this would be a kip and handstand, like some basic handstand and roll awareness. I mean, a back handspring and a suicide kip would help, but they're not really necessary. So here's the way that I would go about teaching this in a few separate steps. So the first thing that you want to do is have a Arabian to handstand. Okay, so it would look like this. One way that you can work into that, if that's tough, is work your Arabian dive roll. So make sure that you're not coming around the side, that you're coming up and over, and then you can do a dive roll. And then just work less and less so that you're catching in a handstand. The next thing is handstand and a roll back towards your feet. So if you kick your handstand this way, you're going to roll back towards your feet that way. I spin to the left. So I'm going to put my right elbow, right shoulder to the ground so I can roll out that way. Handstand and roll. So it's a handstand, my right arm is going to go down. I'm going to keep my feet up. That way I can come out this way. Then you want to do that where your feet collapse down on you like in a suicide kip. So much like a suicide kip you can roll out of, that's a roll out of, but you need to stop the kip, your feet need to collapse down. To stop yourself, you need to do the same thing here. Handstand, roll, so that your feet stay up and above. Roll, so your feet stay up and collapse down. Kind of like that. Now, put the two together. So, Arabian to handstand, roll. You can first separate them out. So it's handstand, roll, and then you can start putting them together more and more. Handstand, roll. Now you see how we're still rolling out of it? To make it a kip, you need to keep the feet up and collapse down upon yourself. Once you're getting used to collapsing down, go ahead and try kipping out of that. Handstand, collapse, and kip. It'll be easier with the flip because you'll have more momentum going back. And probably the first times that you do this, the kip's going to be a lot quicker because you don't have the control, so it would be more of a quick kip, but that's all right. The more you can catch and adjust your hands so that they're behind, then you can go. Okay, so then eventually you collapse down, kip back up. Handstand. There you go. Now you put everything together, all three steps. A good progression is to work the first part, the Arabian catch and catch here, then kip. And eventually you put them all together. Something like that. And I haven't done this one for a while, but someone requested a tutorial, so there's kind of how I go about doing it. With this, there are a few different things that you can do. You can swing into it. I think it would be easiest and coolest swinging with your opposite leg, so it starts like an inward 360 dive roll or a swipe, but you can kick and swing into it. You can also make it into a cool looking weird roll thing. So instead of going behind and stopping your momentum, you can actually jump forward with your feet, but the upper body does the same. So it's here. I'll do it this way as well because it's kind of cool to look at. And that one is basically the inward 360 dive roll. But instead of kicking into it, which can help with that momentum of going forward, it's actually just a jump into it, a punch into it, a pop into it, whatever you want. So those are 2 quick little things that you can do out of it. I think that's about it. Like I said, having a Suicide Kip will help. If you want a link to my Suicide Kip tutorial, I'll post it below or something. If you got questions or comments, let me know. If there's any other tutorials that you want me to make, since I do kind of some weirder things, some different things that aren't necessarily the mainstream tricks. If you got any of those that you want to see me do, let me know, and I can try and make that happen. So thanks, and have fun with it.